Welcome back everyone. I wanted to hit on the top 5 reasons as to why you should pick up a Nintendo 2DS XL in 2020. Now, I've done the same video for like 5 other consoles, including the Nintendo Switch and the Switch Lite, and I think there's still a lot of compelling reasons to pick up this specific console, even more so than maybe other consoles in this specific lineup, including the 3DS XL lineup and even like the 3DS lineup as well, the standard one. So the very first reason why I would recommend this specific console are actually 2 reasons combined. So the availability and the price tag. So right now the Nintendo 2DS XL is still available for sale in a lot of different places, and during this pandemic, as we all know, the Nintendo Switch and the Switch Lites all went out. Like we can't even find any right now, and sometimes they come back on stock and then they get sold out like immediately. So definitely when it comes down to the availability, there's a very large amount still available even in the used market, which is really cool, and I think they're still being sold on Amazon, whereas on other competing consoles, including the 3DS, a lot of places don't even sell the 3DS or 3DS XL lineup anymore. So the 2DS XL is really the only one they can pick up. And as well as the price tag, I mean, this thing still has a ton of value in it for the amount that you're going to pay for it. This thing does not cost $300 like the Switch, or even $200 like the Switch Lite. You can pick up a 2DS XL probably in the used market for like less than $100, which is a very good price to pay. I think I paid around $60 for mine last year, and I got a really good deal on mine. So chances are you can probably find one for even less than that in this day and age. So that would definitely be my first 2 reasons, but combined into one. The second reason, the games that are available for this thing are still top tier. I don't think they're developing any more games for it. They might be. I think they're more focused on the Switch and Switch Lite, but there's still a ton of games out for this thing. And on top of that, you have the capability of playing those Nintendo DS games as well, which is super impressive. You have such a large quantity of games that you can choose from, which is amazing. And definitely at the end of the day, the game selection from this thing is extremely good. So for sure, if you're in the middle, you don't know which games you want to pick up or whatever, it doesn't even matter. You have a ton of games to select from. So that's definitely a humongous plus for this console. Now, the third reason is also another reason that I would really recommend any console in this day and age, especially even the older ones, and that's the modding capabilities behind it. So out of all the consoles I've ever owned, I think I've modified every single one except my standard Nintendo DSi. Other than that, I think I modified every single one, including my Nintendo Switch. My Switch Lite, it doesn't have the capability, so I haven't done it yet, but basically it unlocks so many more features. You can do ROMs on it, you can download emulators on it as well, and definitely at the end of the day, that's one of its biggest highlights for sure. Modding these type of consoles, I mean, that's a humongous reason even to pick up a 2DS XL over a Switch or Switch Lite, a brand new one, because you have more of a chance of modding a 2DS XL and more capability behind it than something like a Switch, where you have to be on a certain version, you have to have certain hardware, and even the Switch Lite doesn't even have the capability for a majority of those consoles. So, and definitely the modding capabilities is a highlight for this device as well. Now, the fourth reason was actually kind of like the fifth reason, but the battery life of this thing is still top tier. It still has a great battery life, in my opinion. Ever since they did away with the 3D toggle and all that stuff, I mean, this console had a really good battery life even from the beginning, and it's still really great now. I mean, if I were to use this thing on like a weekly basis, I could probably get a couple weeks out of it, not by like using it every day or anything, but by my usage, if I were to go and use it, this thing has great battery life, and it also has great standby time as well. It's almost like my DSi XL. That thing had crazy battery life, and this thing also has very good battery life too. So for sure, at the end of the day, the battery life is a thumbs up in my books. Now, the last one I want to hit on is the portability factor behind this console. So this console, I mean, with things like the Switch Lite, you have to constantly go and, carry them. They're pretty big to fit in your pocket, to be honest, even the Switch Lite. But something like the 2DS XL, it's so portable in the fact that it can just go and fold in half and then just go from there, which is a humongous plus. So for sure, the portability of this device is 100% one of its highlights for sure. To kind of sum up the video and to answer the question, I mean, I already answered the question. This thing is still completely worth it in 2020. I think it has huge highlights, and for sure, I think, if you're going to go and pick up this console, there's even a lot more compelling reasons to pick up this console over something like a Nintendo Switch or even a Switch Lite. So that's really pretty much it. If you want to pick one up, I'll leave one link down below so you can get them from Amazon and help support the channel at the same time. That's really pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section as well. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you guys would check it out. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.